all the women I love would have no right to pray. Alright, today we're going to do If I Had Possession over Judgment Day by Robert Johnson, which is kind of the same as a later song by Muddy Waters called Rollin' and Tumblin'. So if you learn one, you pretty much learn the other one. This is not in the original key. Don't quote me on this. I think the original key would be somewhere in like the G sharp A range, but we're just going to do it in G. But you can always put a capo on it or tune your guitar accordingly if that's what you'd like to do. So this song is going to be in open G, which the tuning for that is a D on the low E string, a G on the A string, keep the D the same, G's the same, B's the same, and then you tune your high E string down to a D, and you're going to need a slide for this one. Glass, metal, doesn't matter, old bottle, really doesn't matter, because in this song you don't really use your fingers on your fretting hand except for the slide. Unless you want to do like a walk down, but that's really the only thing you would use it for. You're really just going to use the slide. Okay, so it's a pretty simple song because it's the same thing over and over again, but let's go through it. Alright, so the first part sounds like this. So that's the first part. So that's like when you're singing over the first line. What you're going to do is you're going to take your slide, you're going to slide it from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. And what you want to do with a slide is, when you're playing with your finger, you want your finger to be right behind the fret like that. But when you're playing with a slide, you want it right over the top of the fret to get the note right. If it's back here, it's going to be a little flat, or it's going to be a little sharp if you move it up. So you want it right over the metal. So when we say 3rd fret, you want to count to that 3rd piece of metal. When we say 5th, it's going to be the 5th fret, right? So you're going to take that and you're going to slide up. You're going to pluck. You're going to pluck with your thumb, pointer, and middle finger. You're going to pluck the A, D, and G strings of the 3rd fret, and then you're going to slide up to the 5th fret. Okay? And then what I do is I'm kind of just picking with my right hand and palm muting, but you're picking the bass note with your thumb, which in this case is the A string, and then you're just kind of raking down with your pointer finger, or you can thumb pluck with your pointer finger, middle finger, and ring finger on the D, G, and B. So guys, alright, so then what the next part is after you have possession over Judgment Day. So what that is you're gonna slide back down to the 3rd fret, Judgment, 2nd fret, open. And again, all you're plucking is the A, D, and G strings. Judgment Day. Alright, so kind of like each syllable gets one a different one. So it goes. So that's the first part. And then you're going to hear this. That's kind of the main riff of the song. So what that is you're going to go open. It's kind of a dead mute on the G string with your thumb, and then you're plucking the D string and the G string with your pointer and your middle finger. So you're doing open twice, and slide down to the 3rd fret with the slide, and then you pull off and go. So you pull off, and then pluck the open A again, or in this case G string, or G note, sorry, A string. And then you're just gonna do that again, but this time you're gonna pluck the 2nd fret and slide it to the 3rd fret. So that's the riff part. Just keep doing that over and over again. All right, and then the second part is you're going to repeat the first line, and then just do what you already did. third part of the song is you take your slide all the way up to the 7th. Same thing you did on the 5th fret. And then down to the 5th fret. And then same thing you did to end the first part, which is just a 3-2 open. And that's the whole song, right? So let's put that again slowly from the top. Notice there's a lot of open of that A string, and it doesn't really matter because as long as you're plugging that, it's gonna sound fine. Let's do it again. Alright, and so that's the whole song. It's pretty much the whole song. There's nothing really else to add. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and let me know in the comments below.